Hey YouTube, it's Kara. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a Harry Potter tag, as you can tell from the top of the title. And this tag was created a while ago by Crazed Connor, and I'm going to try to put his link down there, but if not, he'll be right here. So it's 14 questions, so I'm just going to try to be really fast and not make this video too long. The first question is, which house would you want to be in and why? I have my notes right here. Okay, so I never really put a lot of thought into it, but all of my friends, especially my best friend, has always just put me in Gryffindor. And not because Harry's in Gryffindor, just because they're always like, Kara, you're so a Gryffindor. Because I'm not a Slytherin at all. And I'm not that, I'm smart, but not like that smart to be in Ravenclaw, and I don't know, Hufflepuff just, so I've always just been put in Gryffindor. So that's, Gryffindor is what I want to be in. Favorite character and why? Okay, so my favorite character has always been Ron, and I always liked Ron from the very beginning just because he was so funny. And I like Harry a lot too, but Ron is kind of like the understudy to Harry, but he's special in his own way. And I always thought he was a lot more funny, and I always had a crush on him, so that could sway my answer a little bit, because I've always liked redheads, always. And he's a funny redhead, and I don't know, I've always thought his charisma was so genius, and that's my answer. Okay, so what is your favorite Harry Potter book and why? My favorite Harry Potter book is, my favorite Harry Potter book is not the most well written, or the one that got me the most intrigued. It's not the one that kept me up all night. It's just I have a specific reason to why I chose this one as my favorite, but it is A Prisoner of Azkaban, the third one. And the reason why is because, unlike many of you, I did not read Harry Potter as they came out. I read them all last year as a senior in high school. And I know what you're thinking, holy crud, how could you do that? But, okay, so when I was younger, I'd read lots of R.L. Stine books, and they're really short and sweet, and they're horror. And my twin sister would always read Harry Potter, and I just never wanted to because they were so big to me. Like, when I was little, like 9 years old, they were just giant. And once the movies came out, the first one came out when I was 9, and so I saw it, and I loved it, and I saw the second one. And before the third movie came out, I decided to read the third book. I don't know why. And I loved it. Loved it. But for some reason, and I don't really know why, I didn't continue reading them. So the third book is the only one that I read when I was really young. So that's the one I can vividly remember my reaction to it, just thinking it was like the best thing I've ever seen. And in the third book, when Ron gets dragged into the oh my gosh, Whomping Willow, I thought that was like, I was like, oh my god, he broke his leg, because for some reason, the fact that the words, like his, they heard like a snap and his leg was broken, I thought that was the most amazing part of the entire book. I don't know why, I was just like, he broke his leg, oh my god, so, that's why it's my favorite. Sorry, I'm having a really weird hair day. In case none of y'all knew this, I'm trying to grow my hair out, and I've been trying for a while now, because I've had really short hair my entire life, so I'm trying to grow it out. But anyway, the character most like you, hands down, Neville. And the reason why I chose Neville was because I was always the kid who never wanted to go out and do things that were against the rules. I was always the one who was like, no, don't go, which was what Neville was like in a few of the movies. But then now that I'm older, I'm kind of more like that. So I feel like my journey and Neville's journey are similar. So that's why I chose Neville. How did you discover Harry Potter? Like I said, I was 9 years old when the first movie came out. I didn't even know that they were books. I had no idea. So, because I was just so focused on reading my R.L. Stine books, I didn't even fathom looking at other books to read. So I watched all the movies, and then I loved them. So that's pretty much how I found out what it was. Are you obsessed? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like super obsessed, like tattoo on your body of Harry Potter. How obsessed are you? I want to say I'm like probably a 7, 6.5 to a 7, because I read the books last year, so I've only really been into the books for about a few months now. It's actually only been a few months, last school year. So I would definitely say 7. But I do love them. I did love all the movies, even though I had never read the books. But I like the books better. What position would you be if you were on a Quidditch team? Now, I had to give this a lot of thought because I've never been into sports in my entire life. Like, I probably wouldn't try out for the Quidditch team. But if I had to, I would probably want to be a beater. Just because beaters are kind of like baseball players, you know, they hit and they try to protect people. And I liked baseball when I liked softball when I was little, and I was always a good batter, so I figured I'd make a good beater. Alright, what Harry Potter merchandise do you own? Okay, so when I went to Harry Potter World, I got the Butterbeer mug, and I got some Harry Potter cups, and then I have one shirt, I have all the books, all the movies, and I have a Harry Potter Deathly Hallows necklace. And I also have these awesome glasses. Yeah. Win. Okay, how many premieres have you been to in theaters? I honestly don't really remember. I know for a 100% fact I went to the Harry Potter 4 premiere and 7 part 1 and 2. So I know I've been to at least 3, but I do not remember if I've been to the rest. Yeah. How long did it take you to read the books? So I decided to read all the books when I was a senior, and it took me exactly a month and a half to read all of them, including school. Because I was, that was during graduation, that was during prom, all of that took me a month and a half to read them back to back to back to back. Like, I read all of them at once. Okay, 12. Question 12. I haven't been saying the numbers. I'm sorry. Least favorite character? Obvious. Like, I've never liked this character. Whenever he talks, I'm just like, shut up, I hate you. Fudge. I hate him. Minister Magic Fudge. I hate him. He's so stupid. Urgh. So I've never liked Fudge. 13. Least favorite book. Definitely would have to say The Order of the Phoenix. And I don't know why, but this one to me was a little slow, and I don't know. I liked the book so much better than the movie. Like, the part where Ron gets, like, encompassed in brains. I was like, yeah! I don't know. Like, I just really like it when things happen to Ron, good or bad. I just love him. But I thought that book was really good. So, but it is still my least favorite book. Because all the other books I was like, could not stop reading. And then the last question is, which other books have you read that resemble Harry Potter? And the only one that I can think of is my other favorite series, Fablehaven, just because it's about 2 kids and their journeys keep going. Like, it's kind of like they return to a specific place every few months and they go on adventures. So it's basically kind of like Harry Potter, and it's all magic. I mean, there's magic in it. No, they're not wizards. It's about fable creatures, but there is magic. So that is my Harry Potter tag, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!